To a story that is more than just football. It's a clash of sport, politics, and morality. On June 6, 2025, Nigerian Super Eagles will face off against Russia's national team in a friendly match at the Moscow's Luzhniki Stadium. A decision by the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) that has ignited fierce debate. Russia has been banned from FIFA and UEFA competitions since 2022. So why did Nigeria agree to this game? Is it a bold move to sharpen their skill or a risky step into a geopolitical quagmire? In this deep dive, we'll explore how this match was sanctioned, why Russia was banned, the impact on both nations, and the broader implications, including Putin's invasion of Ukraine. Buckle up, this is no ordinary friendly. Let's kick off. First, let's unpack how this controversial match came to be. The Nigerian-Russia friendly is not a FIFA-sanctioned event, meaning it's outside official competitions like World Cup qualifiers or the African Cup of Nations. FIFA permits friendlies even with banned nations like Russia, as they don't impact competitive ratings or standings. The Russian Football Union (RFU) announced agreements with Nigeria, Zambia, and Belarus for friendly, with Nigeria's match confirmed for June 6, 2025 in Moscow. The NFF has stated that Moscow is a safe venue, pointing to Zambia's uneventful 5-0 loss to Russia in March 2025 as evidence. However, the NFF's lack of a detailed public statement has left fans speculating, with no clear indication of FIFA's direct involvement in approving this feature. This suggests that the match is a bilateral deal, exploiting a loophole in FIFA's ban that allows non-competitive games. Critics argue that this could send mixed signals, given Russia's isolation in global sport. So how did we get here? It all ties back to why Russia is banned in the first place. Russia's exclusion from FIFA and UEFA competitions began in February 2022, a direct response to their President Putin's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, an act condemned globally as a violation of international law. The invasion, which caused widespread civilian suffering and displacement, prompted swift action from the sport world. Poland, Sweden, and the Czech Republic led a boycott, refusing to face Russia in the World Cup qualifiers, with other nations like England and France joining in the stance. FIFA and UEFA, facing mounting pressure, banned Russian national and club teams from all competitive tournaments, including the 2022 World Cup, Euro 2024, and the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The Court of Arbitration for Sport upheld this decision in July 2022, citing Russia's breach of Olympic truce, a UN agreement to halt hostility during Olympic period. In 2023, FIFA partially lifted the ban for Russia under-17 team, allowing them to compete as neutral, a move criticized by Ukraine and boycotted by several European nations. This ban reflects a broader effort to isolate Russia in sport, aligning with sanctions over Putin's aggression in Ukraine. So, what does this friendly mean for Nigeria and the football world? On the sporting side, the NFF sees it as a golden opportunity. Facing Russia, a former World Cup host with a strong footballing pedigree, offers the Super Eagles valuable preparation for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers, where Nigeria currently lags with 7 points from 6 matches. But despite injuries sidelining key players like Ola Aina and Kelechi Iheanacho for Nigeria, and Russia missing goalkeeper Stanislav Ageski, this match promises high-level competition. But the diplomatic fallout is harder to ignore. Nigeria's participation risks being perceived as a political statement, even though the NFF insists that it is purely about football. Nigeria has consistently supported UN resolutions condemning Russia's action in Ukraine, so this match could strain its neutral stance. Fans on X are divided. Some fear FIFA sanctions, though expert confirms that Nigeria faces no ban for a friendly. Other worries top player might skip the trip due to diplomatic concern, weakening the squad. This match could either boost Nigeria's footballing edge or entangle them in a geopolitical controversy. Let's zoom out to the bigger picture. Putin's invasion of Ukraine looms larger over this match. Launched in February 2022, the invasion had killed thousands, displaced millions, and drawn global condemnation, including sanctions that hit Russia's sport hard. Football, a universal language, has become a stage for Russia to counter its isolation. By hosting Nigeria, Russia may be using soft power to rebuild ties, especially with African nations like Nigeria, which share historical connection from Soviet-era military and educational exchanges. Putin's government has framed such friendlies as proof of Russia's enduring global influence, a narrative that clashes with the West's push to ostracize Moscow. Nigeria's decision to play, while framed as apolitical, risks being seen as a tactically endorsing Russia outreach, especially as Ukraine continues to suffer from the war devastation. This isn't just a game, it's a move on the global chessboard. Beyond geopolitics, the ethical question looms. Should Nigeria engage with such a sanctioned nation? Fans on X argues that it's a betrayal of global solidarity, while others like Nigerian reporter Ola Aina insist that football is away from politics. Zambia and Cameroon has played Russia without any major backlash, raising questions about selective outrage. Nigeria's historic tie with Russia, including a 2017 military deal and sovereign support during Nigeria's 1960 civil war, adds context but don't erase the moral dilemma. Alternative existed. Nigeria could have faced Ghana or Senegal in a neutral venue for a similar competitive benefit without the controversy. Well, fans' sentiment is mixed. Some see it as a pragmatic move to boost the Super Eagles, while others worry about reputational damage. The NFF gamble prioritized football over diplomacy, but at what cost? As the dust settles on Nigeria's friendly to Russia, the question remains: is this friendly worth the risks? The Super Eagles would gain valuable experience, but the match's diplomatic shadow tied to Putin's war in Ukraine has sparked debate about sport roles in a divided world. Nigeria is walking a tightrope, balancing footballing ambition with global politics. Should they have said no to Nigeria? That's for you to decide. Drop your thoughts below and let's keep the conversation going. Football unites, but it also divides. So where do you stand? This is Diary TV and I'm Ogenekaro Asowe reporting live. Keep the love for football alive.